Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. So for this episode, this is solely dedicated for those people who are still skeptical for the way of life that we promote. That is low carbohydrate intake and intermittent fasting. So before I answer that specific question, why we push the intake of high fat. Kasi sabi nila, the intake of low carbohydrate diet is something that is doable. But pushing for a high fat diet is something that is simply out of our league. Something that doesn't seem natural. So before I answer that, I would like to tell you something about myself. Something that my close friends and families can attest. By nature, I am an economist. Yes, I am very frugal. I am very kuripot, and I don't want anything that are not sustainable when it comes to money. Second, I am also a conservationist or a naturalist. That is, I don't want anything that will go against nature. And lastly, I only believe things that doesn't go against common sense. Yes, it should be scientific. It should be evidence-based, but most importantly, it should also wouldn't go against the common sense. So why low carbohydrate diet? Low carbohydrate diet is something that our body evolved as humans for at least 2 million years. And the intake of high carbohydrate diet, which includes bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, and all these food products are only byproduct of agriculture, which only sent in our nature for about 10,000 years. So when you compare that 10,000 years of experience compared to the 2 million years of experience, it doesn't count. That's why our body is not equipped to metabolize, to eat, to consume those high carbohydrate, starchy, complex carbohydrates that still translates into sugar in our body for long periods of time, 3 times a day, for the whole year. Yes, it is important that you understand that consumption of sugar and the subsequent increase in insulin is only something that we can accommodate at least 1 season per year. At most 1 season per year. That is during harvest season. And how about the intake of high fats? I would like to emphasize that we do not just push for eating high fat diet. We actually promote, personally, I actually promote incorporation of fasting or periodic cycles of fasting. In the Bible and across all religion, fasting is something that all of these belief systems agree on. Because fasting or pag-aayuno or puasa in Ilonggo or just the deliberate control or stoppage of intake of food for at least 12 hours in a day and longer if necessary. And for me, we do extended fasting, that is incorporation of pag-aayuno or more than 3 to 4 days, even up to a week if necessary, for purposes of healing. Yes, it is stated in the Bible how it cleanses mind and spirit, but we failed to appreciate that it also cleanses our physical body and the metabolic toxins, the build-up that our modern lifestyle tend to do over time. So, I know and I understand that not everybody can consider themselves amenable for fasting or simply not eating for at least 24 hours. It is something that they can't do. And good thing, science was able to discover that there is a hack. There is a way for you to get into ketosis or the state of you feeding or fueling from your fats as a source of energy without going into fasting, and that is through ketogenic diet. So with ketogenic diet, instead of burning fats from your body, you are inducing ketosis, or the process wherein your body goes through whenever you're fasting, even when you are eating, and that is by eating fats. So yun, you don't want to fast, and yet you want to reap the benefits as if you are fasting, then that's the time that you will engage into a ketogenic diet. That is about 75% of your caloric intake coming from fats, with minimal to moderate proteins and very low to zero carbohydrates. But if you do not want to go into that, and you do not want to reap the benefits of fasting, you do not want to do fasting at all, so you can't do that. What we can promote is low carbohydrate diet. That's the least you can do for your body, so that even if you won't be healing that much, You won't be adding more insult, more toxin, more junk by eating carbohydrates, sugar-loaded, processed, industrialized, very toxic food for your body. So for me, you can choose to fast as you can, and when you do eat, stay low carb so that you will stay safe. Bye-bye!